Hello and join us as we go live to Argentina, where citizens await the Supreme Court's rule on former President Cristina Fernández de Kirchner on the Vialidad case. At this moment, the Supreme Court of Justice has made a decision. According to local news outlets, the Supreme Court met today on Tuesday to discuss the public works, and the Supreme Court has decided to uphold the condemnation against our former President of Argentina, Cristina Fernández de Kirchner. They have decided to uphold Cristina Fernández de Kirchner conviction. She has been sentenced for 6 years due to the Vialidad case. This is a historic moment for Argentinians, as people are gathering together to support the former president, to tell her that she's not alone. This is going to be a political move against the leftists, the Peronism in the country. She is the leader of Peronism, let's recall. She's loved by many people, and also many people owe her. That's why many people are already on the streets awaiting for this result that was already expected. This is a blow for the democracy of the country, also a blow for the leftist movement, but also it is a moment in which the leftist movement in the country is going to unite against this decision and against this political persecution that has been falling upon the leader of Peronism in the country, the most strong opposition figure in the country against the arbitrary neoliberal policies of President Javier Milei. And these government people are willing to take to the streets to prove the Milei's administration that Cristina Fernández is not alone. The people also is loyal to their feelings today and are assuring that this is a political move, a political persecution to undermine Fernández's leadership and also power ahead of the legislative elections, to prevent her from holding a key political position. Let's recall that this comes 3 months ahead of the local legislative election in Buenos Aires province, in which Kirchner is set to run for provincial lawmaker. She was set to run for political lawmaker, in a section of the province of Buenos Aires where Peronism and Kirchnerism have solid foundations. People are crying on the streets at this moment. This was an expected outcome, but also the people is showing up for Cristina Fernández and also showing that she is not alone, and that this is a crucial moment for Peronism in the country. This is a moment of unity for the leftist movements in the country. When she was asked early on why, by her close allies, on the possibility to leave the country since the Supreme Court is probably going to uphold this verdict, she said, "No way, I'm innocent, and perhaps this is my political destiny to help Peronism to move forward." This is what she said. This is a war, also a war declaration against Cristina, and also a war against the people of Argentina, who see in her the only hope to revert Argentina's reality, what the country is suffering today, as the Milei administration is using all of its maneuvers to prevent people from the right to protest, for example, in a country that is submerged in a multidimensional crisis, for example, massive layoffs, police brutality against elderly people claiming for their rights, also the continuous attacks on freedom of speech. Today is going to be a long day, but it's also to be a historic one for the people of Argentina, as this would be the final appeal of Cristina Fernández to her conviction. Also, this puts an end to her aspirations of applying for political posts in the country, and also, of course, this would have meant a threat for the Javier Milei's administration, who is at this moment preventing her from occupying this, from leading a powerful force that is Peronism today in Argentina. This is a crucial moment for all Argentinas in the country. There are traffic interruptions, for example, in the Panamericana and Pacheco, in Camino del Buen Aire, in Acceso Oeste, also in the province of Buenos Aires, La Plata Highway, also at the height of Quilmes, and in the Richeri Highway at the height of the AFA premises. There will also be marches throughout today following this outcome. Let's recall that today the Supreme Court of Justice gathered to decide finally decide on the Vialidad case against Cristina Fernandez. Since this has been a complex cause, it took longer than expected to know the final verdict, but actually was already expected. A few days ago, it got linked the final decision of the Supreme Court on this matter. If